to today's news broadcast. I'm Angela.
I'm Daniel. According to a new report, the world is producing a record amount of single-use plastic waste, mostly made from fossil fuel-based polymers, despite global efforts to reduce plastic pollution and carbon emissions.
The second Plastic Waste Markers Index, put together by the Mandro Foundation, found that the world produced 139 million metric tons of single-use plastics waste in 2022, which is 6 million metric tons more than in 2019.
This increase equals nearly 1 kilogram more waste per person and is mainly driven by the demand for flexible packaging like films and sachets. Also, many governments have announced policies to reduce single-use plastic. Recycling efforts have not kept pace with production.
For example, in July, California became the first U.S. state to set target to cut plastic packaging sales by 25% by 2032. In December, the UK added single-use trays, balloon sticks, and certain types of polystyrene cups and food containers to its list of banned items.
In addition, the European Union, Australia, and India have implemented similar bans. However, the report found that used plastic products are more likely to be dumped in landfills, on beaches, and in rivers than to be recycled.
The report also highlighted that only 2 companies are significantly involved in large-scale recycling and production of recycled polymers: Taiwan's Far Eastern New Century and Thailand's Indorama Ventures. Now let's go live to our field reporter for more details.
I'm your field reporter. We are now at a local beach to get expert and public opinions on this report. First, let's hear from Dr. Wang, an environmental expert.
The report highlighted the severity of the current plastic pollution problem. Also, governments have taken some measures. We still need to increase recycling efforts and reduce plastic usage.
Thank you, Dr. Wang. Let's hear from some citizens.
I think we should use more reusable items and reduce the use of single-use plastics. The government should also strengthen legislation to encourage companies to use eco-friendly materials.
Very much. Finally, let's hear from another citizen.
I believe addressing plastic pollution requires everyone's effort. We can start with small things in our daily life, like bring our shopping bag and water bottle.
Thank you for your opinion. Anchors, back to you in the studio.
Thank you to our field reporter. As we hear, the issue of plastic pollution requires more attention and action. The report also highlighted that the biggest producer of single-use plastic materials generate about 450 million metric tons of greenhouse gas emissions, equivalent to the total emissions of the UK.
Media Foundation founder Andrew Forrest suggests imposing a polymer premium on each kilogram of fossil fuel-based plastic polymer to encourage more recycling by individuals, companies, and governments. Last year, the UN Environment Assembly agreed to create the world's first plastic pollution treaty, covering the entire life cycle of plastic from production to disposal.
We hope governments and companies will step up and take stronger actions to tackle this problem. Thank you for watching. We will be right back after this message. Stay tuned for more news. Good evening, viewers. Welcome to today's news broadcast. I'm Angela.
I'm Daniel. Welcome back. Now we bring you our second news. Over 230 economic and political leaders have called on the United Nations and the World Bank to do more to address the widening gap between the rich and poor around the world, a problem they say many governments are ignoring.
In an open letter published Monday, addressed to UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres and World Bank President Ajay Banga, the group urged for more ambitious targets to reduce inequality and better measurement of income and wealth depreciated.
Extreme poverty and extreme wealth have risen sharply and simultaneously for the first time in 25 years. The richest 10% of the global population currently takes 52% of global income, whereas the poorest half of the population earns 8.5% of it.
In a TV statement on Monday, UN Secretary General Guterres noticed that Russia pulled out of crucial UN broke deal along the export of grain from Ukraine via the Black Sea, which will push up global food price and tip millions more into hunger.
Now, let's go live to our field reporter to hear.
I'm your field reporter. Today we are here to get some expert and public opinions. First, let's hear from Professor Lee, an economist.
This often highlights the severity of current global inequality. The widening gap between poor and rich negatively impacts social stability and economic development. We need stronger policies to address this issue.
Thank you, Professor Lee. Now, let's hear from some citizens.
The UN and the World Bank should pay more attention to this issue, especially after the pandemic, which has made life more harder for many people.
Thank you very much. Now, let's hear from another citizen.
I believe that addressing income inequality issue global cooperation. Government and international organizations need to work together to bring back real change.
Thank you for your opinions. Anchor, back to you in your studio.
Thanks to our field reporter. As we hear, the global issue of income inequality requires more attention and action.
That's right. We hope the UN and World Bank will take stronger measures to address this issue. Thank you for watching and see you next time.